people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And for some reason, when I tried to do my intro, like my voice kind of cracked, and now I'm up here in my falsetto for some reason. I don't know why that happened, but I'm gonna stick with it. I don't know why. I was like, hello there. I can't even do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh wait. Ice. You know what? I want to leave. This isn't even what I wanted to do first thing this episode. I don't know why that happened. It was like, ha! Yeah, I think it was like I was trying to do like, ha! But like I was going too high and it flipped to falsetto and then I couldn't get down like when I tried to. Hello there. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what happened there. Anyway, new dream friend. Who do we want to grab? I think I want to grab Rick, Kine, and Koo. And we will grab these guys in place of Gooey. Because they're kind of better Gooey. Because Rick has fire and also some rock capabilities. Pretty cool. Kine can do water. Kine can also do ice, but only in the water, so not really. Dashing gives you Koo and umbrella. You can also do a cutter, so you have access to wind, fire, and water. Which is pretty good elemental coverage, honestly. Preferably you'd want ice over water, in my preferable opinion. Or my opinion of what's preferable, whatever. But with Rick, Kine, and Koo, we shouldn't need a fire ally, because Rick can do that for us. Yeah, so here we are. Now we can just roll over Burning Leo, and Rick will take care of any frozen obstacles in our path. Alright. This level, I believe, plays a good chunk with wind. So, do we want cutter? Not really. I'm fine with ice. Ice is fun. But yeah, I guess I started talking about it a bit last episode. But every time you have like a set of abilities that isn't particularly elemental, or not elemental, that isn't like combinable like a weapon, I always feel like you never want elemental abilities in the game. You always want like weapon abilities because they can combine with like any element, you know, which I think is like one of the only design flaws I have with the game. I think it would be cooler if the other abilities like fighter could have permanent combinations with other abilities. You know, like fighter and stone could maybe permanently combine so that the fighter now throws rocks that can pound down pegs, you know. Or like, what else? Maybe the, I'm not sure. But, you know, or like, I mean, and suplex could be given the same treatment as what I just suggested. But we haven't seen Mike yet, but we're not going to this time. I don't know. Oh, yeah, ice has a grab too. I forgot about that one. You hardly ever use it. But it's like, you know, it just feels so unfair, because like the weapon abilities are really good generally too, because they have a lot more range on their attacks, you know. But like spider has like nothing. What if you could attach spider webs to a weapon? Or like I need fire. Thanks. Yeah, you need to have a fire hammer to pound frozen pegs. Or at least you need to hit them with fire and then pound them. But like it's so cool wielding a flaming hammer. It's not as cool wielding, you know, webs, which is kind of a shame considering that I think Spider had a lot of potential if it was in another game. I don't know. Then again, Spider feels more set about setting traps, but the problem is Kirby, like, those traps are kind of for smaller enemies, but the problem is like, you're never really going to need to set a trap for a smaller enemy the same way that you might want to set a trap for, like, boss enemies, but traps don't work too well for bosses. And then Spider doesn't really have a good damaging way to be able to, yeah. So, like, at least letting it, like, combine with, like, another, like, why not let it combine with fire to, like, make it shoot flaming webs, you know, or electric webs, you know? It's like there's so many abilities that can combine with elements like the weapons. And then, like, I don't know, give the elemental abilities some cooler attacks or something. I just think it becomes very unbalanced and very centered around who has weapons, or, like, in the case of Dream Friends, which ones have elemental variants. Because now it's like, oh, I guess I'll take Waddle Doo over Plug, because Waddle Doo can give electricity, but it also has a slightly better moveset for an ally. If I was playing myself, I might want Plug, or, well, not Plug, but Plasma over Beam, maybe. They're both pretty good, but, like, it feels like everything in this game is boiled down to, is it a weapon, and is it, you know, and, like, what, if it's not a weapon, can it give me a good range of elements? Because in that case, cleaning is honestly a very good ally to have if, you know, you just want to run, like, it can be good, but because it's like the only ability with two different elements it can give you, I believe, aside from Dream Friends, of course. But, you know, then the Rick and Koo just kind of beat out cleaning because they can give wind, water, and fire, so they're just better. But, like, in my opinion, Rick and Koo have some interesting moves. But, like, the main purpose is really to be there so that they can give you elements when you want them. In my opinion, at least. At least that's how I play the game, and that's how, you know... And I feel like I can't be the only one who kind of plays the game, you know, like... Only bring around along other allies if they give you elemental abilities, you know? Otherwise, just use weapons. You know... And considering how many, you know, weapon abilities there are that can be combined elementally, you know, it definitely feels like it's not unintended. Anyway, this is the friend bridge, and like last part I said, the other, you know, teamwork abilities don't even have, like, pun clever names, you know. Unless, like, it translates to something punny and, you know, like Japanese or whatever, then, or at least, like, the Japanese, the original Japanese text, you know, had it be something funny that we just don't get over here in the West. But, you know, whatever. Quick level, kind of, sort of. I mean, a lot of levels are quick. But it's like, I don't know, Beam, which could be a very decent ability in, like, any other Kirby game, just kind of feels like it's sort of a side option in this one, like, sort of not used too much. I do think that in general, Beam often gets pushed to the side because, like, it's not super powerful or super good. But to me, Beam always felt like the normal type in Pokemon. Maybe not the normal type, maybe more like the, maybe the grass type, I guess. Like, it's not, it has, like, a lot of, like, faults and not too much coverage. But, like, it's really good when you actually try it, you know? That's kind of my opinion on Beam. Maybe not the grass type either, then. Maybe it's, I don't know. I don't know how to make Beam relatable to Pokemon, but it definitely feels like one of those things where it's like, it may not be the best, but it's by no means the worst, and it's still pretty solid all around. That I say as I get rid of it. But like Wing would be an ability that would be like pretty stellar for just flying through levels. But it's like, oh, I don't want to use it because it's not, you know, a weapon ability that I can combine. It can give the wind element, so that's a reason to like keep it around, kind of, sorta. But even then, it's like, yeah, no. Anyway, they decided to go with a lot of Kirby, but it's like, I love Wing. Wing's a very fun ability to play as, but like, and I'm gonna keep it on the team, just got it, but like, Ninja is a weapon ability, so combine it with Ice to get Blizzard Ninja, and now all of a sudden I'm throwing freezing cold, you know, whatever those things are called, the daggers. Anyway, but yeah. Should we grab that puzzle piece? I guess why not. So it's just like, I don't know. Star Allies creates like a weird, I think the ability movesets are better balanced, so like even an ability that I don't find to be the best. I've never been a big fan of Fire as a copy ability, or as like an elemental attribute in general. Fire's never spoken to me the same way that it has to other people. I've always been an ice or electricity person. I think that's partially due to Kirby in that ice has a larger moveset and electricity feels more powerful. Fire feels harder, even in non-Star Allies Kirby games. Fire feels harder to make work in boss fights compared to like even ice, in my opinion. And electricity abilities are always great for Kirby boss fights, pretty much, you know, like, so. Oh, it recommends wind. Yeah, wind can put out fire in this game, despite the fact that, in my opinion, it would just make the fire spread. But hey, I don't make Kirby games. Should I? Maybe. But, you know. Anyway. Actually, let's get Bluster Ninja. Oh, well, wait. Here's Sizzle Ninja. I mean, also, I guess the flower attack is different between each variant. So, here's Bluster Ninja. With Bluster Ninja, our daggers go flying like that. We also get some air with, our thing. And our Blossom Storm just floats us upward. Pretty cool. Anyway. But it's like, I don't know how to describe it. I think I've made the best argument, or not argument, well, kind of an argument. I've made my point as clear as I feel like I can really make it before overcomplicating it. I just feel like Star Allies throws the balance of the various abilities all out of whack with how it chooses to structure the gameplay, where it makes weapon abilities very great and any abilities that can give more than one element really good too. But generally anything that's just an element, or that's just or that, like, you know, doesn't have a good enough moveset with their element, just kind of, you almost never want to use. It's like, you know, I almost never feel like using Fighter or Suplex or even having them on the team. Only Suplex sometimes, because you can only get it from Bugsy, the boss, so that's really it. It's just, you know, I never feel like having anything for myself other than a weapon, or if I need something for a puzzle and I only have Dream Friends, you know? Like, that's kinda it. You know, Stone, I think, gets some spotlight because you use it for a couple of stake-pounding puzzles and stuff with the curling. But even then, it's like, you're not gonna keep it. You're not gonna use it outside of that, you know, it's just required. Bluster Ninja's pretty good. I think I prefer Ice Ninja just because, like, I was a big fan of the Bluster abilities in this game. But now I think I kind of prefer the Ice, or Zap variants, you know? But I think the game is still fun. Again, it's just over-incentivization of weapon abilities versus having a diverse ability set, you know. I also think it comes from just having multiple party members. You know, if they're not going to be doing... If their AI isn't the best anyway, you're going to want them to have good movesets so they can almost always do something good with their abilities. You're not going to want them to really be Wing with, like, a niche sort of moveset for damage in, like, boss fights. Well, I wouldn't say Wing is niche, but it's just harder, and your allies are more prone to taking attacks from enemies than you are. So Wing, which kind of requires you to get up close and personal, isn't maybe the best to have as an ally. You know, same thing kind of goes for, at least with Sword, though, its damage output is enough to sort of counteract that. You know? So that's kind of why I don't really ever use Rikine or Ku, because while they do provide good elemental support, they don't have a weapon. They don't have their own elemental variants, so... You know, I often see them as kind of like, you don't have a something to give an elemental variant to? Kind of meh, you know? Which isn't exactly the best mentality to have about it, but it is a mentality to have about it. Mentality, not mentality. Anyway. Sacred Square. So, does this spell friend? I think it does. Let's see. There's more. Yeah, okay. Got it. You don't have to tell me. I can clearly see that. Alright. F. R. I. E. Nature's Navel. It was a lava level. What? Okay. N. Yeah, D. S. Friends. Anyway. So, let's get this extra level done. Really quick. Oh, it's whip again. Yeah, give me fire. Okay. We're gonna keep Chili. We're gonna keep this team for now. I know in the next level we're gonna want to swap them around, but for now, I kind of like this group. Okay. So, we need fire to break that ice. Then... yeah, it's a combination of other... Oh, Great Cave Offensive. Yeah, in these extra stages, they play old Kirby music. And by old, I mean from only, like, 20 years ago or whatever. I don't know, Kirby Superstar came out in the 90s, not the or the 2000s. But, anyway. Is there something up here on this extra spinning? No, there isn't. Okay. Anyway. Don't know why. Anyway. Where was I? What was I gonna talk about? Well... We got these guys up. There's a thing that I need to hit. Okay. I was gonna say something about... I have to grab it. Well, we're gonna keep Ninja on the team. The difference is it'll be replacing Chili because we have Rikine and Ku. Alright. Here we go. Yeehaw! I'm back again because apparently y'all need my help getting a silly little key out from an ice block. Now, I have to say I never understood how keys work, but apparently you're supposed to take this thing over to here, and wow, would you look at that. You don't see that every day on the farm. Now, guess we better mosey on out of here and back out this way and... Oh my god, it's hotter than a calm evening night on the 4th of July. I don't know what that means, but I'm sticking to it. There's this weird glowy red stuff everywhere. Looks like fire. Never really... Oh, and now it's freezing cold like the opposite of a summer night on the 4th of July. Now it's like a Christmas evening, I guess. You know, like where it's freezing and stuff. You know, it gets pretty cold down here on the farm, but I don't think it ever got this cold. You know. And now, from my experience, when it gets this cold, you gotta be careful. If you don't, your cattle could freeze to death and die. You know, and you don't really want that. So, yeah. And I guess also, from my understanding, oh God, what are these folks doing here? Got some sort of weird man in a hat, some sort of art person-y thing. I believe we call that person a drawer, like a drawer, I guess. Oh no, our weird guy wielding a sword got turned into the weird guy, I guess. Oh no, okay. Now, I am an artist, and my art will move you to tears or something. I don't know, I'm very new at this. If you look right over here, you will find that my elaborate painting of us clearing the level will show us clearly getting the #1 spot we deserve. And presto, it's just as my artwork foretold. I am a genius. Okay, I'm not gonna give an accent to another copy ability. Whip is it. Whip is the only ability I'm giving a weird accent caricature to. How can you say that? My art moves people. You can't just get rid of me that easily. They know about me now. They won't forget. They'll ask when the art master will return. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Instead, we're going to move on and go to Sacred Square, ignoring the art person. No! You will know my name. It is... Yeah, goodbye. Anyway, that's sorted. Should head up these... Here's Beetle. First introduction to Beetle, and, it's not a weapon ability, so I don't really think it's as valuable as the others. It's a lot of good moves. It's just, like... And it's fun, but, like, having a flaming sword or, a frozen, like, cutter, I guess, I don't know, is funner. Funner isn't a word, I know. Wait, is funner not a word? No, funner isn't a word. It's just one of those things where it's like, you don't want to look stupid on the internet, even though everybody looks stupid when they go on the internet. But Beetle's fun, because you can just skewer a bunch of people. The problem comes from the fact that, like, you have to get up close and personal, and it works better on small enemies than, like, bosses. So having it as an ally isn't really good, because it just means they're not going to do much during bosses due to having to get so close. But, like, I don't know. Anyway, new friend ability thing. It's the Friend Star. Again, not a clever joke, but we'll go with it anyway. We're gonna play as this guy. With Beetle, we have neutral attacks. Rick has fire. Birdon has wind. Yeah, so another reason to carry around elemental party members over basic abilities like Beetle is when you get to Friend Star sections, they can actually do something, and they have better shots with the Friend Star than, like, other characters. Anyway, we'll take on Burning Leo for now. burn the grass, I guess. It's in his name. Anyway. Well, actually, and since we already have fire in the form of Rick, and anything that can cut gets a cut effect on the Friend Star. So even abilities like, you know, Cutter, which aren't the most elaborate, at least they can cut, you know. It's just one of those things where, like, it feels like the game is really incentivizing you to play with just, you know, weapons and elements, and none of the other abilities. Am I fine with sacrificing Bird on? Nah. We'll take on Chili. I don't know, I've grown to like Bird on as a member of the team. Anyway. Now it wants us to switch back to our cutting person. I don't really need Beetle too much. Yeah. It's like it wants you to carry, you know, all the various elements and weapons on your team for sections like these. I don't know. I feel like I kind of just need to, in a sense, get over it, you know, and just, like, assume you've gotten the point by now. So I guess that begs the question, oh wait, we're not there yet. This section's longer than I remember. Yeah. I guess we'll switch to Kirby as long as we don't need any more elements, because, I don't want to accidentally get somebody else a different ability, or replace Rick with a not Dream Friend. Anyway, there's the hidden puzzle piece. Where are we going? Oh, we have all this stuff to wreck through. Alright, gather all the stars, which don't really do much aside from extra lives, but they're fun to grab. And head through the door. And I need to sit up straight more, because I am already suffering just a tiny bit from some, like, neck and shoulder pain today. So maybe having better posture would, you know, help with that. Alright. The problem is, again, I don't know what to go into the fight with, because there aren't any weapon abilities available here. I guess I'll take Spark. And... oh, that was close. We'll also take Bird on and Chili. Oh, there's Dark Meta Knight artwork? I want to say maybe that's regular Meta Knight, but I don't know. Yeah, you can find art of all the various Dream Friends just scattered around the levels. Anyway. Oh, right. Okay. So, we're not going to take... we're going to take Chili and replace it with Spark. And we're going to grab it. Here he is. The Lone Swordsman, Meta Knight. Let's give our sword some sort of elemental ability. I would prefer not Sizzle Sword, thank you very much. Bluster Sword is fine. I'll take Bluster Sword. Alright. So, Meta Knight, fairly simple. Bluster Sword gives us great aerial ability to do whatever. And when you're 1v4ing bosses, you with the 1 or 4, it's pretty easy. So Meta Knight splits into 4, but that still makes it easy because that just means he has 4 hitboxes. Not to mention his attacks aren't really that potent when you can run all over the place and he's not aiming for any one particular target. Your friends are going to end up taking more damage than you. Like, a lot more. Sword basically allows you to kind of fly infinitely when you have Bluster with it. Now he's going to just summon a bunch of boulders. This is a move that he will be able to use from, like, this point onward in the series, kind of. just the summoning of various boulders, and when he fails to break boulders, he'll get stuck in the ground instead. Which makes him fairly easy to whittle down. Oh, this is our first time our allies have died. As if that was a problem, we can just revive them. Then Meta Knight reforms into one, and it's really not that hard. Anyway, Meta Knight is now our friend. Bye-bye, Rick. Alright. Why did I do that? I know that I'm gonna be done with this recording session. And then Meta Knight's gonna go away, and everybody's gonna be like, you didn't give Meta Knight a chance to shine. This time, no fake out credits, though. Anyway. After that heart. Oh, yeah. I guess, for some reason, they just decided, hey, we're gonna crash land into your planet. So, yeah, there's now just a giant fortress in our planet, embedded into the ground. That's fine, sure. Excuse me. I guess they wanted you to fight with Ninja, Birdon, and Cleaning. I don't know who would do that, but sure. Anyway, bosses go down really easy in this game because you have 4 friends versus 1 boss, except for like some of the late game very difficult bosses. But yeah, I think the easiness of the game comes from you have 4 people attacking one entity. New Dream Friends! Now we can access every Dream Friend. Kinda, sorta. Anyway, yeah, apparently this fortress that's, you know, is an entire world compared to just tiny little corners of the planet all being different, just one level in one bigger world. Like, the sense of scale isn't really rising when you kind of downgrade from planet to fortress. I guess it's a starship, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. We'll take on the Fortress of Shadows Gem Bastion next time. But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and always will be Pun Food. Although Star Allies may be the easiest Kirby game, like, no contest, I am still having a lot of fun with it. It definitely has a sense of fun. Maybe play it in small bursts, though. Don't play the entire thing at once. And bringing a friend seems to help from what I've heard online. Of course, I don't have any friends, so I can't really bring any, but, you know. That's besides the point. I totally recommend this game. Maybe this should have been at the end of the series, but I think it was just one of those, like, in the moment, I kind of realized, oh wait, I'm having fun with this game. So, guess that's my 2 cents.